The following program is to provide entertainment and information. It is not considered to be any legal or investment advice. Good morning, appraisers. Let's talk some real estate. You're listening to the Voice of Appraisal, the #1 appraisal podcast in America that brings you the latest news and information from the front lines of the real estate market. Anything from market conditions, appraisal regulations, cryptocurrencies, big bank news. Folks, you have a question, we have all of the answers. We are your one-stop source for all of your real estate appraisal information needs. If you want to be in the know, you have definitely tuned in to the right show. I'm your host, Phil Crawford. Happy to have all of you here with us today. 2 shows this week, Kevin. 2 shows. I know you're tired. You can get over it. You know, there was some bad news. There was some crazy news that was coming out of the Veterans Administration, the VA, and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, everything coming out of that National Association of Realtors Real Property Valuation Committee. And I tell you, it put some shockwaves across the entire profession. But folks, we are very, very optimistic about what the appraisal profession can be. Yes, we're going to have to redefine ourselves. We're going to have to change the way that we do things. But I think it's a great opportunity to move forward. And that's what this findmyappraiser.com nationwide marketing campaign is all about. And we're going to change things around. And we've got a lot of big announcements that are coming out very soon. We've been rebranded. Kevin, we got rebranded.
That hurt.
Did we talk about the rebranding on the last show? Did we talk about? Oh, we did. Okay, it's your fault. You brought in all the hammers. He brought in all the hammers, and you started selling all the hammers and all the nails and all the lumber, Kevin.
I want it where the screws.
we got a little bit screwed on. That's terrible. But no, and the great thing about the findmyappraiser.com representative network is that we've got the best appraisers in the country. They're awesome. They have terrific customer service, and we're going to speak with one of those appraisers today. Let's have a conversation with the great Jamie Owen from the great city of Cleveland, Ohio. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest with us today on the Voice of Appraisal podcast. We have representative appraiser from findmyappraiser.com, Jamie Owen. Jamie Owen is from Cleveland area, Ohio. He's with Aspen Appraisal Services. You can find him at www.aspenappraisalservices.net. Jamie Owen, how are you today, my friend? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on your show. I
Not a
sure
problem.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Are you out of Brecksville? Is it Brecksville,
Yes.
Ohio?
Yeah, Brecksville, Ohio, about 20 minutes south of Cleveland.
That's a beautiful little town there, too. I like Brecksville a lot.
Thank you.
How have you been? What is going on with you and your appraisal profession, your appraisal career, everything? Tell us the whole story. Give us all the facts about what's going on with Jamie Owen these days.
Man, everything is great. I have no complaints.
No?
No, I really don't. I mean, life can be stressful, but I love what I do. Business has been great. I love the way things are progressing with findmyappraiser.com. I just love that. I had a friend who just moved out of state, and he said, hey, do you know anyone in this state? And I told him, just look up findmyappraiser.com.
Yes.
So,
Some new orders are coming through. The consumer orders are coming through. And then what we're doing is we're working with one software technology company that is going to offer a Dodd-Frank portal on findmyappraiser.com as well, because we're getting phone calls from banks. And the banks want to start ordering through the system, but they're worried about Dodd-Frank compliance. So we'll have the Dodd-Frank order portal ready to go, so that way they can just make their orders straight through the system, and then they don't have to worry about it. And that goes to all of our representative appraisers. I was actually really surprised that we got so many banks that are starting to get interested in the marketing campaign, because I think they're out there just saying, look, we want to know where the good appraisers are, and maybe sometimes the AMCs don't contract with the best appraisers, so they're looking for maybe a new batch to try out.
it sure sounds like it. And I think that the market is just poised for something like this. So it's great timing. I'm super excited about it.
You know, let me ask you a question about all the things that are going on. We hear all of the stuff about the bifurcated products, about Fannie and Freddie going in a different direction. Unfortunately, we're now starting to hear that VA, the Veterans Administration, may go into a different direction as well when it comes to their appraisal process. I look at it as a new opportunity. I look at it as an opportunity to open a door to bring in new work for that more of a consulting advisor relationship that we have with people. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel the same way. I'm not happy about the direction that Freddie and Fannie are going, but I feel the same way. There's always opportunities out there, and this is forcing us to try to find those. And in the process, I love the new contacts that I've made, new clients that I've made, just in an effort to try to develop new kinds of work. So it's been really rewarding for me personally, and I think there's a lot of good ways that we can help the profession with what we do, even above and beyond lending.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And the other thing is that do you work with a lot of smaller banks, maybe community banks, those type of clients as well as AMCs?
I do. I really don't do a lot of AMC work, to be honest. I do a little bit.
That's why he's so happy. That's why Jamie's.
That's probably true.
That's why he lives a well-balanced life. No, it's true. I'm going to say this right now, Jamie. I've got to say this to you. I'm just going to say it. You're the nicest appraiser in the country. I'm not going to lie to you. You are the nicest appraiser in the country. I was going to say Ryan Lindquist, but no, you're nicer than him. I'm sorry, you are. Yeah.
I think Ryan's the nicest, honestly, but thank you so much.
All right,
he's awesome.
So he's a close number 2. Let's give him a close number. No. I'm just kidding you. No, you are. You are a person that one thing I admire about you is no matter someone tries, what idea they come up with, you have an open mind about the idea. You're there to listen. You're there to say, look, if someone's out there trying to do something for us, you never jump on people. You're never there to say, you're a dumbass or something along those lines, which so many people in the appraisal profession do. Running into a guy like you and knowing a person like you, it's so rare in this profession sometimes. And we really do need that. That really does help our image throughout all of the other verticals, because mortgage brokers and real estate agents, they admire and want to have good relationships with appraisers. But we need to have personalities like you out there driving that message to these individuals.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. I really do try to be positive. We all deal with the same kinds of things in our profession.
Sure.
But I hate negativity.
Yeah.
I don't want to be all Pollyanna-ish, but I really hate negativity. I think we need to support each other. We're all in this together.
Right.
And I think that nothing venture, nothing gain. So if appraisers are out there trying some new things, I think that that's great.
Yeah, I think it's terrific. As long as they're not taking advantage of appraisers, as long as they're out there doing what's best for the profession, and if it's worth a shot, give it a shot. See what happens,
Absolutely.
And you've always had that attitude, and I really do appreciate that as a fellow appraiser, and it really does mean a lot. So, Jamie, am I going to see you at the OCAP Summer Seminar this year in June?
Yes, you are. I'm planning on being there 3rd year in a row, so I'm looking forward to it. It's a great opportunity to meet other appraisers and get some great information in the process.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got the blockchain. Now, you saw the blockchain presentation at Appraiser Fest this last year. It has expanded. It's gotten deeper and deeper. We've gotten deeper into property tokenization, how appraisers will make money on property tokenization over the course of the next 10 years. We get deep into exchanges. We get deep into all that stuff. I bring in the Tinker Toys, the Lincoln Logs. We break it all down on a very kindergarten level so everybody understands what's going on. It's going to be really exciting.
I can't wait, and it needs to be kindergarten level for me.
I got you. I got you. Don't you worry. After the Lincoln Logs and the Tinker Toys, even Ernie Durbin, who's going to be there, he's going to be talking to. Even he's going to understand it. Even Ernie's going to understand. Don't tell him I said that. Just whatever you do, don't tell him I said that. Whatever you do, don't do that, and don't tell Ryan I was talking crap about him either. Okay?
Awkward. No.
You gotta love it. Well, listen, my friend, I thank you for all the support for being part of the FindMyAppraiser.com marketing campaign. This is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. We've got more news and information coming out on it. For those of you that are interested in having a profile on FindMyAppraiser.com, we do have a new service also. It's basically a URL redirect. So if you don't have a website or if you're not interested in getting a new website right now, well, that's okay. You can use your FindMyAppraiser.com profile page as your website. All you do is put in your URL and we'll redirect there to it, so you'll be in good shape as far as your marketing is concerned. Anybody's interested in having interviews done with us, give us an email at info@voiceofappraisal.com, info@voiceofappraisal.com, and Kevin and I will get you set up for an in-studio interview, and we'll turn that into a commercial that will be available for your profile page as well. Jamie, you just did your interview with us. How did it go? Did you feel like we abused you, or were you okay?
I'm okay. I survived it. It was a lot of fun.
Well, thanks a lot, buddy. I really do appreciate everything, and I wish you the best. And I look forward to seeing you in June this year.
Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to it, Phil. Have a great one in between.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jamie Owen from Aspen Appraisal Services. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I think he is, Kevin. He's the nicest guy in the appraisal world today. Ryan Lindquist's a close number 2. I think Ryan would even probably agree with me on that a little bit.
What about Jonathan?
Jonathan is probably I'll put Jonathan down there at number 4. But Pat Turner, we got to put Pat way down there. No, now, Turner here today is going to be mad. Turner's the nicest and sweetest guy in the face. He's just a fireball. He's just a fireball. It's the greatest thing about doing this show. Literally now going on 5 years. We have just met some of the best people, some of the best personalities out there. We've got a close, tight-knit group of professionals and friends, people that I'm just so proud to know. And it's just a really special thing, and we're going to drive this thing forward with this FindMyAppraiser.com network. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our show for this week, and as always, I would like to thank you for listening. As we journey through the mysteries and complexities that are, in fact, the real estate appraisal business, I would like to thank our guest, Jamie Owen, and my producer, Kevin Kinney, for being here for the thoughtful insight and knowledge. God willing, we'll be back here very soon reporting from the front lines of the real estate market. In the meantime, you guys kiss your spouse, you hug your children, enjoy your day, be safe in the field. You've been listening to Phil Crawford on Voice of Appraisal. We'll talk very soon.